And good evening, everyone, and welcome. Sensei will be with us in right here. Good evening, Sensei.
Hey. Hello. Good evening, people. Okay. I thought we put a good dent in the sense of space last week. I'd like to continue with that. And I'm not sure in retrospect if I like exactly the way I did the write-up, more space, better character. That's kind of a basic, a 1 by 1, the character in a 1 by 1 is 2 by 2. He's a little better. 3 by 3 space. He's better. So that kind of basic. But I wanted to highlight the earlier of space at the beginnings of creation, the more original space, and then see how it unfolds that way. Okay. So I might have wanted to change the write-up maybe to more space, a better, clearer unfolding of the creation. And of course, a better positioning and a better character will naturally happen in there. But I wanted to get to an earlier sense of space and then see what's going to show for us tonight. Did you follow any of that? Anybody had anybody played with that this week? Space? Anything? Just want to chit chat for a moment till the latecomers get on. Anything?
Sensei Bob here.
Hey, Bob.
What I worked with was not hurrying through the space,
Not hurrying. Okay.
not hurrying through to get to the character, and to double up and triple up on the experience space has of itself.
Okay. Yeah, again, tonight I'd like to take it a little bit slower. And as things begin to unfold, I'm going to ask you not to jump on those too fast. It's like, yeah, we'll get to you. And let's continue with more space. Okay. So, thank you, Bob. Can we do this sitting, or do I have to stand for any reason? There's more space. There's more space. Okay, I'm going to use the word easy, and who I'm talking to is the character, the Bobby Robert Nadeau, that's here. Easy. But I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this. Easy, that guy. Space itself. Space itself. Showing that it's here. Here. I don't do space as an idea up there. Let me think about space. I don't do this little thing up and out there. Space here. Space. That's why I might stand to sort of establish that space is here. Okay. Space is here. Space. And so backtrack a bit. Space. And the more of space, try that out. More of space. Easy. The more of space is here. The more original, not the most original yet, but the more original of space is here. I feel like I want to stand. Let me stand. It just feels like it'll be a little easier. Okay. Somebody asked me this week that when I stand and I do my movement, that it doesn't matter what I'm talking about, I do the same movement. As if people don't know what you're doing because you do the same movement, maybe, okay? Okay, there are moves I do as Bobby, the body character, and just checking that he's not hanging on too tight. So I move a little bit. This is Bobby, the character, Robert, the character, the person, moving a bit to let go of any inner holding tension, okay? So that's this movement. So I don't know what word to use. My focus is on Bobby, the character. This one. Okay, and that movement gives me some feedback that Bobby, the character, is beginning to settle. His breathing changes. He's opening up. Okay. So my focus, bad word, I don't like the word focus. My sense was of the character doing this, okay? Then, historically, we've moved along a little more room, and after a while, the energies that are here at this level, these earlier levels, the energies begin to present themselves. And so my move is acknowledging the energies. I'm picking them up at first as an up and down beat, easy, easy. So I'm referencing the energies. Starting to get a little bit of an in and out beat. Okay, reference the energies. Up and down, in and out. Okay, so my focus, I don't like that word, is on the energy level, and I'm moving in relation to that. Okay. Now, brings us to space. Easy. More space. So I may be doing what looks like the same movement, but the focus, that word, the sense of it is the space that's circular. That's the flavor I'm getting. That it's around here, around, up, round here. Easy. Space. This is that, it's showing that it's a bit deeper, fuller space. Okay. Space, but it's showing deeper and fuller, which is real good. It clues me in because I don't do space. Yes, I'm aware of space. Okay, yes, I understand space. What are we doing? Okay, this is space, name the words, acknowledging itself, showing itself. The movements I'm doing are spaces movements. Showing through spaces movements. Space, space. Okay, easy. We'll continue here. Easy. Space. I don't know the word finer. In finer dimension, finer. In finer, the space is more original. Okay. So I want to get back quickly to a more original space. More original space. The original space. Original space. So I'm moving, but my focus backward, my sense is this is space. So I'm not doing the Bobby character moving around to get out of it and get it more into or the movements of the energies. Okay, this is space. So I'll start the game. In the early stages of space, showing that it's there. Easy. Circular. You okay with circular? Easy. Don't know if I'm exactly in the middle of it now, but it's heading that way. Space, 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 circular space. A sense of a deeper, fuller, circular space. Okay. Space. Space. And I want to move from there and continue the sense of, let's see if we can head into the very early beginning of space being present. I think we can do that sitting now. Okay. Okay. Easy. Easy space. Space, space. As the damn words, as space unfolds and shows that it's here for you, as space shows that it's here as space, this sense of a circle. Space is a thing itself. Any first sense of what you sense here about space? Okay, for example, I believe I heard many things can go on here. Oh, okay. Maybe eventually you'll say everything can go on here, but I'm just telling you where I'm at with it. Many things can go on here. Oh, okay. Somebody want to jump in? The early stages of self as space itself, talking about itself as space. We're still sort of backtracking a bit to the more original of space. Somebody want to jump in on space itself, experiencing itself as space, says about itself. Now, when I say that, let me think about that. What would it say? I'm not doing that. The sense, listening, space, talking, space itself says about itself, easy. And easy is for the worry word. Oh, can I hear anything? Will I say the right thing? That's the guy I'm talking. Easy, easy. Talking to that one. Space itself.
It seems, it seems somehow softer and open.
Okay. I like the word open here. Not that soft is bad. I just happen to like right now the word open. I am space. I am here and I am very open. Oh, I am very open. And sort of coming back on me with my earlier one of many things can happen here, many possibilities here, whatever I said. And it says something is tying those two together. It's saying in this openness, I'm open to many things going on. Eventually, probably everything's going on, but this is where I'm at now. I'm open. I'm open. I am space. I am open. Somebody continue space. Experiencing itself.
It says I am active.
Okay. Now, I don't want to get too fast into the activity of it. I really want to continue with just the space. Yes, we'll come back on that. But I don't want to get, what's the activity? And then I haven't really followed space out to its early beginnings as space, because I got caught up in the activities. But yes, but let's not go for that now. So yes, I'll get back to you, but continue with space itself.
It seems to me to be the original I am. a part of that.
Okay. We have to be careful with I am because I'm not sure how people will take that. Are we talking about the self? Or talking about some original unnameable God, I am. But okay. As long as we don't start going off on different things. But okay. And easy. Space. Space itself. Easy. Space itself.
Hi, Sensei. I have a feeling of like there's two kinds of spaces. Like it's my space, which is the circle, and it's a bubble, like I'm in a bubble. And then there's another space with everything outside of me. It's like a duality. That's my feeling.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't quite follow the imaging there. But whatever, easy. If so, it'll come back again and show again and say, hey, I'm important. We'll pick it up, no problem. I can't do anything with that right now. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just dumb me. Easy. Continuing. Space. The more original of space. More original of space. Easy. Easy is dumb Bobby. Easy is all my ideas and reaching for it. Easy. This is just space itself.
Sense of supportiveness. It supports me. Support. Yeah. So it's a trust, that sort of trust of, I've got you.
Okay. And again, nothing wrong. But I've got you. Oh, it's got me. I don't want a heavy, but I don't know if you said that.
Yeah, I've got letting go.
Yeah, easy. I'm not dealing with Bobby and what he's got to hang on to for his sanity and how to establish himself hanging on. And I'm easy with that guy. Space. Okay, a dumb storyline came to me mulling on this. Was a goldfish, as if I'm a goldfish. I'm in water at different temperatures and different ways the tides beat in the water. But what I'm going for now is the bowl as space. The bowl as space. So if you say anything that sounds like what the goldfish is thinking, feeling, whatever, I'm not interested in goldfish right now. I'm not interested in any of the energies at these earlier levels. I want to really highlight the bowl, the space. Okay? So if I'm cutting anybody off, it's not because you're wrong. It's like maybe not yet, or the way you presented it, maybe everyone else could understand. I couldn't add to it or say anything intelligent about it. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay? Easy. Space itself, and a sense of the beginnings of space. Could we say it that way? The beginnings of space. In the beginning, there was space. Okay. And the space itself, again, for lack of words, experiences, is aware and experiences itself as space. It's not an empty nothing. Anyway, okay. As space, it has a sense of itself. It's aware of itself as space.
There's a clearing, Sensei. Clearing, like it's untouched, it's clean, innocent sort of is what I was getting. It's innocent.
Okay. Yeah, clean, innocent, fine. Yeah, certainly nothing's happened yet except space. So it's very clean or clear. All right. So I asked if anyone caught on to activity. No, not yet. Let's get to this more original, clear place, and then we'll sort of come back on it and see how it lays out. This is the beginning of creation. And here's, boom, space, one of the very early, I don't want to say the first thing that's there, but damn early, damn early, space. I used to practice talking to things. So, for example, I might say, okay, space, very early space. What's your claim to fame? Sort of meaning, what's your job? What's your designation? So just to get sort of the conversation going with it. Bob, if you were to say to your space here, or the space that's there, hey, what do you do? What's your claim to fame? Whatever. What are you hearing?
I provide a context for whatever is going to go on.
Okay, a context. Could you change words for me instead of context? And not that it's wrong. Just give me another word for that.
An energy, no, I can't use energy. A location that allows a focus for what's going to go on in a supportive way.
Okay. Focus for what's going on. Yeah, so could we say in this circular sphere, gives you a location, gives you a something, and then things are going to go on and unfold and show how it came from original, and then how the energies, and then out of that, and then where characters came from. It's going to lay itself out. Okay, so whatever you need first before something can lay itself out here in this space.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Whoa. Remember, people haven't really come up with a good languaging for space. We're doing the best we can. Bear with us. Space. Anything you're hearing from space? Space. Hey.
I'm picking up a sense of
Here for you.
I think Florida was on.
I'm picking up a sense of availability. Space is available to participate, collaborate, available for the potential of things, and availability sense of inviting almost. Availability. This word's coming up for me a lot.
Yeah. Okay, if we come in smaller and go from a 1 by to a 2 by to a 3 by 4 by, then space is available. Now, in the beginnings, let's say beginning, one of the, not necessarily the first thing, but one of the very first things was the space in which creation is going to go on. It's always been available. From the get-go, space has been space available. It's just there. Could I say it that way? Doesn't clash with you any, does it? Okay. And come back to tight again. Bobby, Robert, not no 1 by 2 by 3 by guy, whatever. Space is there. If I got boxed in and I'm hanging on to the box, and then it might be hard for me to realize the space because I'm sort of inward hanging on. But easy. And it's like unclenched from hanging on to Robertville or Bobbyville. the space that's there begins to show. And in that bigger space, 3 by 3, freer breathing. The beginnings of a different character. He who breathes fuller. He who thinks a little bit clearer. He who would like to be a little straighter. He would like to stretch out a bit, not a whole bunch yet, but a bit more. Not heavy gamble, but would like to try something out a little bit. The space is always there, always there. So in catching the bigness, the early of it could facilitate coming back here into the lobster trap of manifest creation and the vortex spiral we got into, having a little better sense of space coming from this way. Okay, so by trying to pick it up and get a sense experience of it, and it's more original, could facilitate Bobby, Robert, Nadeau, whatever, bing, 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 having more facility with it. Does that sort of make sense to anybody? Okay. An original space. Okay. Let's see. Can we get anything more out of space, or have we reached our limit here with it? Anybody? More original space?
Just that I had just like Justin, a very strong feeling of availability, of newness. Yeah.
You.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Partially. Newness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this is a more original space, now we're starting all over again here. First, we're starting from the beginning. So it's very new. Here are the beginnings. First, one of the first things was, well, we need some space. Okay. And then, and I want to see how it lays out, what's going to go on in the space, but I just want to make sure we had enough space. Am I saying that right? A sense of it. The early of space, the beginning of space. Are we okay? I'm checking with Brad. Brad, are we okay? Yeah. Okay. And at the moment, we can't do anything more with it. But I would suggest, if you're interested in space, that you get to this level and you hang out more with that sense of a more original space at the beginnings space. Easy. More original space. The more original space. And you hang with it and I don't know what to say, get better with it. What the words? Hang with it. Hang with it. So it's not just an idea, but it's a sense experience of that the space itself is having with itself. Like having with itself is the clearness or the emptiness, the seeming allowingness of it. Hang out there for a bit if you're interested. We're just quickly going through some patterns. If they catch your attention, it's up to you to spend time with segments of the pattern, to really get versed and to get versed experientially with them. Okay. Very important. Okay. Otherwise, I could just sit here and lecture and lay out the map in 10 minutes and say, okay, you got it. Unless you actually practice, all you got is some mental idea knowledge, and nothing's going to come of it to speak of. Okay. So if it's space, it's experiencing itself. It's a thing itself. feel, don't have the right words there. Feel what the space is feeling. It's feeling itself. You feel what it's feeling. But I don't feel anything. I rub my skin and I don't feel, I don't mean feeling. Sensing the experience it's having with itself. If it says it's clear, say, then feel that clearness, hang with that. Sense the clearness. Could I say be clear? I don't mean Bobby be clear. I don't mean that, but what it's experiencing, experience. Sorry, the words are lousy here. You got a sense? We okay? Okay. Now, okay. Last week it started to come up. Some of you started to talk about the activity. I don't know if we can do anything more right now with the expansiveness of the first space. Okay. So let's start to, I don't know, say work our way in. I really don't mean that too tightly, but what's going on in the space, let's say. For example, last week somebody said, oh, it seems like it's alive. Yes, it's all alive. Okay, in that great space, there is aliveness. Cool, okay? Now, you, in the great space, what's going on? Great space. It's a great space. Click, what's next?
I have a sense of a beat of expansion, contraction.
Okay, hold it there, a beat. Can I say in and out for that? Okay, a beat. Okay, easy. So first, in the space, easy. It seems like it's beating right there. So let me think about that. Again, for lack of words, the experience of it. Feel the beats, because the beats are feeling themselves as one of the, for him, first things that is happening in this space. Easy. Don't just see the beats. Don't just be aware of the beats. For lack of words, experience the beats as they would be experienced within the space. The words. Okay. Experience the beats. There might be much more depth to the beats. There might be much more something in the beats. Oh yeah, they're beating. I got it. I saw it. I'm aware of it. You missed a lot. You missed a lot. You missed a lot. The beats are beating themselves, experiencing themselves as beats. Okay. You can hang there for a while on your own time. Having the experience of the beats, whatever the right words are. I'm sorry, I can never come up with the right words. The beats, experiencing themselves as beats. Okay. And sometimes I like to dialogue with things when I'm hanging out. Oh, what do you do? I see you're beating and I'm feeling you're beating. Could you clarify a bit better what you do, what your purpose is? And it said something like, I'm kind of like a heartbeat. When it starts beating, this thing is beginning, the whole thing is starting to come alive. Not Bobby's heart. We're talking about this massive first space of creation. But it threw that at me as an example. Oh, that's kind of like a heartbeat. It's the aliveness of what's going on here. that this creation is going to be a very alive creation, and I'm the first indication. I beat, and you get a sense of the aliveness. Somebody else will say, "Oh, I didn't pick up it that way, but I have a sense it's all alive." You said the same thing, both you guys, okay, both you people, whoever. You said the same thing, but in a little different angle on it. You see? Yeah. Oh, there's no heartbeat there. It's alive, but there's no heartbeat. No, it's not alive. It's a heartbeat. Stop it, you damn fools, meaning people kind. Stop it. Stop it with that dumbness. Easy. Really feel it. And you'll sort of feel what the other person's talking about, because you're very similar. If you're at a similar place, you're similar. Okay. If you're in a 1x1 and I'm in a 5x5, hard for us to talk to each other about our experience. But if we're anywhere near each other, it's like, oh yeah. Say, oh yeah. Anyway, in this space, the beginnings of activity. Okay. So we've got a beat. Somebody else? Creation should be unfolding here.
To me, it feels like possibilities are sort of almost coming into existence, like very light, and then not much happens. Yeah.
Okay, let's just think. Boom. Possibilities. Yeah, my sense of the creation from what I heard is endless possibilities. Okay. So the space says what's going to go on here. It's alive, and there are endless possibilities. Later we'll catch on to the variety of ways the energy works, the different vibration rates, what it can mix and create. But yeah. A lot of possibilities kind of thing. Okay, somebody? That's your space. And then something begins to happen in the space. Okay.
Sensei, this is Tija.
Sir.
So what I get is in the beautiful space that you create when you do that process is that there is that original space, or that original transparency holds or embraces the activity. Space is not active in itself, if I can say, but there is activity, there is energy moving within it. Yeah. So how you said energy or vitality, aliveness is happening in space. I think that's really important, because for me that clarifies, as we're talking about the clarity of space, it clarifies that I'm not identifying with the activity or the space. I'm allowing both things to take place. So space is happening, activity and energy is happening, and that's part of the unfoldment. Yes.
Yeah. So I think what we're trying to do here, me and Tija are saying, okay, the space is the space. That's a particular thing. Can I say?
Sure.
Now, the activity that goes on in the space is the activity. And there'll be probably different levels of that activity.
Certainly, most certainly.
Within the space.
Yes.
Okay. So space is space, its own unit. It's aware of itself, sensing itself, whatever the right words are. And this is the unfolding in the universal creation size space. This is the unfolding.
Yes. Yeah. I like that. I like the unfold.
And first, because it's cropped up, is the aliveness factor within the space. And then we'll see, and then we had, and it seems to beat. Okay, it's alive, and that beat seems important. We'll see how that lays out. And we continue. So we're letting it unfold within this creation size space. We're letting creation unfold is what we're trying to do here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think that that distinction is going to be more and more important when we start to really look at character and the movement, the shifts of levels or dimensions in a 1 by 2 by 3 by and beyond, so that you don't get wrapped up or spun down into any particular, well, I'm the space and I'm the energy. If we have some openness there with that, the sense of transparency, that's the word I was using, I think that contributes to the unfolding.
Yeah. And I also want to add in there, I was trying to remember it, what I was going to say, because I get thoughts and they're gone the next minute. So what was I going to say? Yeah, if we think the space is starting to move and starting to do this and starting to do this, then when it gets you down into your 1 by 1, 2 by 2, whatever, there's no space. No, those are the energy level within all of this that's a bit tighter. But space, that grandness of space is still there.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you get into that, man, I got no space and this is the only truth, I'm really locked in, period, boom. They know. It's the energy movement tight.
Yes.
And whatever tricks we use then, easy. Acknowledge their space. You were in a 1 by 1, yes, we know. And somehow we play games of facilitating our movement into a 2 by 2, take advantage of the more space, that slower way. But the grand space is still going on. It doesn't matter how tight you get, the original space is still the original spacing. Right, Teja?
Right on.
Thank you. People, where are we? Okay, so let's see. We got some kind of aliveness, some kind of beat. Here it is unfolding, people. Next, what are you getting?
Since there still wants to be a sense of, for me, a sense of harmony between the space and the unfolding. So it still wants, there's a growth together, there's a development together.
Okay. Maybe so. I might like to separate them. There is space, and within the space, there is something harmoniously going on. I may not say this original space is going to be in harmony with what's going on, because after a while, what's going on might get smaller in the manifest creation. But I think you have the right sense. So that's the way I would say it. Yeah, okay. And again, people, his might be right on. He's talking to me. This is how I would sense that or lay that out. Okay. I'm saying, yes, within the space, he's getting a sense of harmony. I think that could be really cool because that's related to the beats, for example. And see, we're at the stage here where we needed a space in the beginnings of creation. Now, continuing to create, we need two forces. One force can't create properly here, can't create. Okay, so this twos, this yin yang, male, female, ha, ho, whatever you want to call it. it had to go into two forces to then dimensionally create at those levels. You following me here? So yes, it will show some kind of harmony here, but I would, for general layout, I would figure, it's showing a harmony exists within the space at whatever, this level of energies in whatever form it's showing. Yes, there's harmony between. So it may be starting to show its 2-beat pattern. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's move along. Somebody? As it lays out, how's it laying out for you? Yeah. Oh, let me go back again. Remember what me and Teja said about space is space, and now we're getting this activity that's not the space, you see? And you said there's a space and now it's something is active and they're in relationship. But again, I think me and Teja are a little closer. There is a space, and within the space, click is aliveness. Within the space, next click, there's some kind of harmonious beat. Okay. So space is space. The beats are the beats within space, but it's not, the space is the beat. The space is the heat. No. Now, you can major in it, spend more time with it. And if I'm off, you tell me, but you spend time experientially with it and see how it lays out for you. Then we can dialogue it. Somebody, within the space, things are beginning to lay out, unfold. What's your sense? Where are you here now? No? Noah, jump in for me.
Support what you and Teja were saying about the space. I remember a client I had at work that made test tubes and things like that for laboratories. And their big claim to fame was they absolutely guaranteed there was nothing in these test tubes that would bias research. There were no bacteria, there was nothing. So whatever happened inside the test tube was happening because of the
stuff in the tube.
Yeah. Because the space was utterly pure, and that was an ironclad guarantee that they made.
That's a cute angle on it. Yes, thank you. Good. Okay. Did he get you going? It's starting to unfold within this space. Yes, it's alive. Yes, there seems to be some kind of beats, seems to be some kind of harmony. People?
Is there a start to a center? Like a start to a point? Like that sort of...
Possibly, yes. Yeah. See, it's possible. Oh, good. In the beginning, now, again, we're getting a little bit past my pay grade here, okay? But in the beginning, it all pulled in, the unnameable, pulled in, for some reason, decided to create, God knows why, that's his business, the unnameable. And boom. Now, for me, my understanding so far, again, get close to my pay grade level, boom, was a great space. Okay. I'm not saying it was first, but it was damn close. A great space. And in this spacing could be from center out to a circle and back again. Okay. There's your original, what should we call that? 2 beats? Your original 2 beats. Now we have to be careful because we're still in the of the manifest. and we use 2 beats here, but it doesn't mean the 2 beats I use are those 2 beats. But if you get used to 2 beats as Robert and realize the 2 beats help you get to Nadeau, whatever, 2 by to a 3 by, whatever. Good. Really get the flavor there, because it's a great warm up. Eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to touch the more original, at which time, boom to boom, could quite likely be so. Okay? Yeah. Now, the reason I don't push a lot on that core center style is because it's, for me, there seems to be people tend to go more aware of a core thing, and they don't get a fuller feeling. That's why I like the deep ground root sense. Okay. Keep going for the deeper roots. As I move along dimensional, I go for the deeper roots. So I also like a core hara style, but I'm afraid too many people become aware of it and they don't get roots. They don't get the depth and the fullness. Therefore, they're going to miss something. Therefore, they're eventually going to get spun out. What a shame. They've done so much work. And to get spun out into back to something lesser. What a shame. So hope I didn't confuse you too much with that. But yeah, could be so. Yes. Okay. In this great space, things are presenting, things are showing themselves, things are unfolding. What's your sense? What comes to you? What comes to you? Where are you in this layout? What comes to you?
I'm getting a sense of order, orderness, or order.
Orderliness. Organizational thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, and this is not a new one. Organizational. I think last week one of you was picking something like this up when we were using a stadium as a rep for the great space, and you're picking up the lines on a football field or baseball field. There are certain lines, designations, kind of thing. Somebody out there brought that to my attention last week. He's getting it, his version of that. There's something orderly here. Okay. All right. In Osensei's version, let me see. Let me remember the words here. Grid. Osensei presented me with the word grid, that it sort of kind of like lays out like a grid, orderliness, order, and its partner is particles. I envision it like a bunch of little cubby holes, okay? And its partner is that particle that fill those little slots, okay? That eventually probably break down to something like, I have an idea, wait, and now the energies begin to gather and come back to support that idea. That would be a smaller version of that. Are you following me? Am I getting too fancy here? Okay, so a type of orderliness. So yeah, somewhere or t'other, yes. Hang with that, see the more of how it would lay out. On your own time, if it's interest you, spend time with it. Get back to that same level and hang with it for a while. Give it a chance to lay itself out clearer, to share its secrets with you, so to speak. Easy, easy. Let it present, let it explain, let it gush out. Okay? I don't know. Am I spinning around too much? Potentially, there are no secrets in the universe. You matter hanging out, and whatever you're hanging out with will realize you're friendly and will lay out its secrets. Okay? Right. You're my buddy. Whatever you need, I'll give you the best I can. Okay? You got to hang a little bit. Not just knowledge. Oh, yeah, I understand that. Yep, I read the book. Yep. That's nice, but there's no experience. Experience. Actual. Anyway, so somebody is unfolding. Here we are in this great space. Next, that happens. Now, wherever you are in there, what's unfolding for you? What's going on in the space?
Sensei Teja, again,
Sorry.
if I may. What I'm getting quite interestingly here, given the feeling of allowing space to feel itself, so to speak, when we come into those pulses, is starting to reveal lineage for me.
Yeah.
And so I'm starting in that it's not just a big amorphous, vast potential, which of course it is, but I'm connecting then with some elements of lineage, of my lineage, the character, and how that's starting to form through those beats, through the mixing and remixing.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to slow people down, but yes, and have them get a sense there for a while.
Sorry.
And let's see. So in my temporary map, I call all the early activity. So you've got your space. Now you've got this early activity, and something seems to beat, and it's all alive, and there seems to be a grid and particles, or orderliness, and whatever its partner is for Brad. Yes. On the map I'm temporarily using now on page 2, the continuation of this. Now it starts to set up, because of the beats, starts to set up the soon to be character that's there. Okay. Not a Bobby Robert character. Remember, we're very early. We're very early in the game here. Okay. But from what I can hear Teja saying, he's starting to catch, it's mixed. Teja, could you jump in again? It's mixing.
Yeah, it's mixing the feeling of the lineage of a lineage for me.
Yeah. Because of how you entered, or the creation that you entered.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You picked certain things, qualities, okay? Mm-hmm. And then click. Now the qualities are starting to form and will mix up, create a character.
That's right.
Okay. Now, I wouldn't, at this size we're at, mix up a heavy character like a Bobby thing. I'd be more into the character of archetype type sense.
Right. What's the pure quality of the lineage?
Yes, because you're in a much original, finer place. So don't give me, well, Bobby moves his arm that way. No, come back here. We're at this very early beginning place. It's like replaying for you creation. Okay, let it replay so we can position ourselves better because we are going to end up eventually back into this, but you'll be so much better positioned with a much better sense of how things work that we ought to be able to move very quickly through this manifest vortex thing we got caught up into, potentially getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Okay. So did we cover Teja?
Yeah, I think so. That purity, say for me, might be not about this particular character of Teja, although it has a resonance with it. But I'm feeling in the pulse, I'm feeling the line of beauty. I'm feeling the line of that.
Oh, have we heard that word before, Teja?
I don't think so, ever before. Yeah.
Private joke.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And guess what? Here, it's not too beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Real quick, many years ago, that's quite a few years back, right? Or we just
I think I was talking Turk Street at
Turk Street
in the 80s.
Yeah, and I was doing some practice with Teja, and I sort of had him, somehow we got him to the beginnings of creation, and creation starts to unfold, and I'm sort of expecting him to like move into it or something, and he says, it's too beautiful. It was too beautiful for him to move into. There was too much Teja there, and Teja was unable to move into such grand beauty. So that's why we're joking with each other.
And you said, you stopped me and said, I thought this was your lineage. I thought this was what you're about here. How can it be too beautiful?
One of your majors.
It was a huge lesson. It was just a profound, life-changing lesson. Yeah, very good.
I remember, people, you have more than one quality. Okay. But I knew that was whatever. It was obvious to me that was a major, not the major or the only major, but one of them. Okay. We'll come around back on qualities again. But again, you see, as things condense in, you still have qualities, but they're the lesser form, you know. So you're kind of good looking, but you're not really beautiful. And if you're the human standards, beautiful, but it's not anyway, qualities are dimensional also. Okay. All right. So I get a little sad when humans say, oh, love, as if they've got the totality of the original love because they can say that word. I'm not putting you down. But I am saying I'm a little sad when you overdo it and make off like you got it. That's a human sense of love. So I make jokes about the human sense of love. You love me until I eat your Twinkies, at which time you hate my ass. I've been through this before, people, with you all. Okay. So that's my a bit, that they learn a word and make it everything. And they haven't really experienced it, and the more of it, and the more original of it, da-da-da-da-da-da. You learning a word, memorizing the word, liking the word, that's good, but it's still finger related. It's not the moon. I'm starting to understand what that means, finger pointing to the moon. Anyway, blah, blah. Okay, you all say something. I'm going to go crazy here. It's unfolding. Okay, so, following Teja's, as you let it show that it's alive, that there's some kind of harmonious beat there. Last week, somebody brought up intelligent. It felt like it was all intelligent. I said, yeah, cool. And somebody brought up another word. is that person on? I forget what the another word. Intelligent and what? Do you remember? I don't remember. No. Anyway, so yes. I'd hang there for a bit. And then as it continues its movement, because we have two forces now, and qualities at that level are mixing up what's going to become a person, but forget that person now. It's mixing up a character on lineage, okay? So it wouldn't surprise me if Teja, through many lifetimes, in some form or other, in many of those lifetimes, had some sense of beauty. Okay? Either because he was a beautiful person or a beautiful lady, or painted beautifully, or played beautifully, or had a life where he was ugly and wanted beauty and didn't have it. And that was his bitch throughout that whole life. There's no beauty. Everything is ugly. Oh, so it can spin around in reverse. So you get all that nonsense. Am I splaying around too much for y'all? Anyway, we'll go over qualities another time. Where are we? Okay, as it continues to move, then the possibility of the energies mixing to create a character. But remember, again, we're at the more beginnings of creation here. So don't go into the Bobby level. At the beginnings of creation, Teja said it well, the sense that he was on lineage, you sort of recognized somehow that the activities and the sense of things there were related to him on lineage. Yeah, cool. And just hang there for a while. Whew. Somebody, where are you in this activity of creation?
Sensei, one of the things I remember you're saying, you heard from O Sensei kind of supporting this whole thing about lineages, is that this kind of selection of lineages by each of us happened very, very early in the creation.
Yeah. He called it a soaking at that time, too. That very early, probably in this page 1 that we're talking about here, where there's energies and there are qualities there. A couple of you started to bring it up last week. One said intelligence, yes, all intelligence, yes, quality. And somebody threw out another word that was pretty good. Don't remember what it was now. But right here, all these qualities are available, and we individually, we're attracted to some, again, a little bit past my pay grade, but something like we're attracted to, and we soak in qualities. It became 4 that we really liked and started to, at this level, this very advanced level, and liked that, and what to say, and so had a pattern that stayed with us as we got in and in and in. We still carried a sense of those qualities, but maybe you lost some or got into the lesser coloring, because almost like as we go in tighter, the colors fade a bit. One way of saying it, maybe. In the more original, there ain't no fade. Really, 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 wow. Alive. Vibrant. I'm running out of words here. As we come in tighter and tighter, you still got qualities, but maybe they're fading a bit. Okay. I can like somebody, but I really can't love them because I can't quite get into that level. I can like something like that. The loving fades into a liking, fades into a sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. It could even go really sort of where I don't like anybody at all, ever, kind of thing. But the qualities are there as we settle and open, even starting from Bobby, Robert, our sort of basic pattern, 1 by 2 by 3 by, the qualities that are there will begin to show themselves at their better level, their better vibrational level, the stronger of them, the brighter of them, the purer of them. Come up with your own damn words. So we can work our way back that way. Here, I jumped you to the beginning to see how you picked it up from the beginning. You can replay the beginning. You have the capability of doing that, okay? To some degree, you have the capability of doing that. That's what we're doing. Let's see. Anybody want to jump in with anything in the unfolding here, in this space? Anything at whatever level you're at, wherever you're at, the unfolding.
Want to talk about love? That's what's up for me. Yeah.
What's unfolding for you?
Yeah. And I really feel it a little bit like what you were saying. It doesn't seem that related to, oh, I love you, or I'm in love with this person. It's this real pervasive.
Okay, now, Kenny, talk to me from a bit of an experience of that. You're starting to come out here and be on your lectern. Lectern?
Okay.
So there you are. Space is starting to, space is there and it's starting to unfold. And as you get involved with the unfolding, whoa, there is loving there. Now for you there, how are you sensing, experience that loving that's there? Now talk.
You know, like, it's hard to say other than Osensei said, you know, all pervasive through the universe. And not that I'm, you know, owning that, but that it's not a personal thing. The universe loves us when we're on our path. So it can't be taken away from you. It doesn't require an object. It just is.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the space. I can get boxed in, but it doesn't mean the space got boxed. Space is still there. Love, still there. Harmony, still there. Okay? So I get sad when people spin in so tight, they can't make a move because they're spinning so tight. What a shame. That's what we're trying to get people out of their 1 by 1. Some form open. So they have a chance to experience the reality of everything. Space is, beauty is, love is, power is. It's all there. But you get spun in, you can't quite catch it. All that nonsense. The human condition, I call that, Anyway, Kenny, as a teacher, practice talking from the experience. Okay?
Okay.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Right? Now, let me tell you about breathing outward.
I got you.
You got it?
Yeah.
Now, breathing outward, it seems like the better I inhale, the cleaner, fuller the outward breath is. That's an experience I'm talking from. Okay? Yeah? Could you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's kind of important. Anyway, people reaching the end here. Anybody get anything out of this? Science fiction practice, you're at the beginning. Here's a great space. Now, I meant to, but I'm not going to say, if we follow this in, how it works in your sense of a character, even if we come into a manifest character, Robert, Nato, whatever, still that sense of positioning better, I think, should be there. That sense of better of how things work. So like your sense of space should be, oh yeah, space, that you can tap it real fast because it's there. I don't know, just should give you a better sense of, by coming in that way, should give you a better sense of, whatever that means. Okay. All right. It's right around here when we're hitting character, when I think when a stronger vortex spins started to happen, where I could get caught up in tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, in my vernacular, be an ape. If I could have gotten tighter, I would have become a rock, but I got stopped along the way. Enough. So down to my weird Bobby, Robert. So it's right around here where a tight vortex happens. I don't know if you need to know that. Anyway, just a creation reference. Anything before we finish up? No, I'm out of here.
Thank you very much, Sensei.
Thanks for hanging out. Hope you got
everyone.
something.
Thanks, Sensei.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you,
Beautiful
Sensei.
class. Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you, Sensei.
Love.
Thank you, Sensei. Good night, all.
Thank you, Lauren.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, team.
Thank you.